All right, everyone, Dennis K here and Israel Barrientos. Say hi, Israel.
Israel here.
So listen, guys, part 4 of the Secret Beach Tour today. Listen to this. So when we started selling Grand Belizean estates, there was no roads from the other side. So what we did is we had worked with a guy named Jimbo. You know Jimbo?
Oh, Jimbo.
Yeah. So we used to take a boat from San Pedro town with Jimbo. We come here. We get on an old Jeep. I mean, this Jeep was like from the 60s. This old beat up Jeep. We used to drive down this Secret Beach Road, which is now the main road, and take them into Grand Belize, and we started selling properties there for $7,500 back in the day. Now, those same properties are selling between 35, 45, 55,000, even up to 75,000 for those on the main road. And if it weren't for the Grand Belizean Estates project, none of this would be here, because that project made it possible for this road to come through. So then, since then, people have been discovering this part of the island, and you can see what it's turned into in a few short years. And I mean, this is going to be the next town, right?
Indeed, it is.
So how do you think this would be compared to San Pedro town? Like, just what is your gut feelings as a Belizean? How will this compare 10 years from now to San Pedro?
It will be like very different. I think this is more like where the expats and everybody like the expats. It will be like a community where like the majority people settling here is like expats. So it's gonna be like more like high end, I would say, in terms of like, you know, the roads and the people living here, investment. A lot of people from the US is investing here, so it's gonna be like the high end
Little bit higher end.
And like, you know,
still with a good mix of locals though?
Indeed, still with a good mix with locals and high end locals, basically, because you can see a lot of the main locals are like having the beachfronts, making bars, restaurants, Airbnbs. So it's gonna be like a high end, upscale. So it's more cleaner community, I would say, more like, you know, great schools. I can see that coming.
Yeah.
Just my point of view, I think that's gonna be like, you know, so it's a big difference between like in town and you come up north, you can see like truck stop and those areas, you know. It's gonna be something like that, like a higher end community.
That's a good point. That's a good point, Israel. So so when you guys drive up from the north, remember that bridge isn't too old. Actually, they're building a new bridge now. But that bridge made it possible for development to take place on the north side. And as you drive up, you're right. You have you have the truck stop, you have Crocs.
So I can foresee that's the kind of community coming here. Like you can see the medical center right there. It's a high-end medical center.
Yeah.
And I see it's something is gonna be similar to that, but it's gonna be like very beach style.
Yeah.
Beach style with, you know, really nice places to go. Like there's gonna be like probably a great gas station and around the corner. Great schools coming, you know, for the locals and expats to go to. So I can see that happening here. As you can see, there's great Airbnbs. So a lot of high-end stuff coming to this area. You know, Six Senses coming. So you know, so you can see that a lot of good stuff is coming to this area. More high-end, I would say.
Yeah. Oh man.
So
I can't wait. So Israel, I still own 2 third row lots just behind over here, just behind the cabanas. So I want to get with you before I leave to see about having them resurveyed, filled, and then maybe building some private homes on there. So maybe a long-term rental. You see, there's what's really needed in this area, besides Airbnbs, is long-term rentals, like 6 months to a year.
There's so much demand for that here. We
Yeah.
get like a lot of the people who reach out to me is like they're trying to stay in this area, but there's not much like 3 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms is what people are looking for more in this area, like families trying to come here. And then there's not much. There's only like Casanova, Kate's Place, you have Casa by the Sea.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of demand for Airbnb in this area, and I think that's like the next thing that people should invest into, like create like a 3 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms for Secret Beach, because there's so much demand for that right here, and there aren't much.
Yeah, absolutely. And what I was thinking too, Israel, is for all of our clients who have bought property from us in the past year or two, when they come down to build their home, if they want to live here while their home is being built, for example, if it takes 6 months or so to build their home, they want to live at Secret Beach to oversee their construction.
Indeed.
So imagine if I or someone else, one of my clients, actually built long-term rental cabanas. So they don't cater to the overnight guest, but they're like saying, you know what, I'm going to cater to those couples who want to come down and spend 6 months here. It's going to have a little kitchen. They can live here, oversee their building. They would be booked 100% occupancy.
Indeed.
Yeah. So look at this, man. You got the water park out there. Just walking north now, back to the Happy Island. Just an amazing place, guys. All right. So listen, guys, this is part 4 of the Secret Beach update today. I hope this audio turned out because it's windy and you can hear music all around. But listen, if you missed anything that we said because of the wind or the music, just reach out to me. Israel and I are happy to clarify anything for you. But right now, I think it's time because my Belikin is empty. So I think it's time. Oh my goodness. You know what? I'll end the video up at Steph and Tara. That's it, baby. Secret Beach update number 4 in the bag.